Another encouraging conversation. So, I've been on this transformation journey for quite some time, and I just want to share with you some of the signs to know that you too are experiencing an internal transformation or that your transformation is actually taking place. So, here are 10 signs, or excuse me, 7 signs of your internal transformation. One, you suddenly want to make big changes like cutting your hair, redecorating your home, something to that effect, because usually your external surroundings mirror your internal feeling. So, whatever you're feeling internally is going to be expressed externally. So that's sign number one. You suddenly want to make some type of change. Sign number two, that you are in the process of a transformation, is that things that used to scare you, either you don't have the fear of those things anymore, or you are willing to face that fear because you have now come to the understanding that the only way to overcome that fear is to face that fear. And fear is really our friend. Fear reminds us of the things that we should pay closer attention to. So even if it's something that you do have a little bit of a fear about, your aspiration to grow now is stronger than that fear. So you face that fear head on because you know that everything you want is on the other side of that fear. Sign number three, that you are in the middle of a healing transformation, is that you no longer take disappointments personally. You realize that when people cannot keep their commitments, that is a personal issue for them, that is them not keeping commitments to themselves. Because you realize that it's better to not make a vow than to make a vow and not keep it. You understand that things sometimes come up, so that's another reason why you don't take things personally. But then we also know that we have those people in our lives that are notorious for saying they're going to show up or saying they're going to do something and they don't do it. And previously that wound was still there, and so you would take that personal and say that they were doing it to you. Well, no, they're not. That doesn't have anything to do with me. When you develop that mindset, and that's your response versus reacting negatively to that disappointment, then you know you're healing. Sign number four, that you are healing and transforming, is that you have peace and you're sleeping better at night. I know there were times in my past where I would be tossing and turning, thinking about the things that I want to happen in my life, replaying old scenarios in my mind, or whatever the case may be. Well, once I started stating the affirmations and I started realizing that I'm beginning to transform, then I started just allowing God to take control. And so now I'm sleeping longer, and I'm sleeping better, and I'm just at peace because I understand and I know and I believe that all things are working together for my greatest good. One of the things that really helped me with this process was the scripture Philippians 4, where it says that don't worry about anything, but pray about everything. Tell God what you need. Thank him for what he's already done, and then you will experience God's peace that exceeds anything we can understand. And sign number 5, we're almost there, guys, that we are healing and transforming, is you can tell that story about the person, place, or situation where you received the hurt. And you can tell that story without the anger or the tears or the fear. And now you can tell the story with grace and gratitude. That's how you know that you're healing. You can tell that story without crying. You can tell that story about that person or that situation without getting upset. You can just tell it so that you're telling it more in a way of inspiring someone to let them know that they can heal from that situation too. So that's sign number 5, that you're healing and transforming. Sign number 6, that we're healing and transforming. Those things, people, places that used to excite us, they no longer excite us anymore. The text message that used to come through that used to excite us and give us butterflies, we're just kind of like, meh. I could take it or leave it. If I respond, I respond. If I don't, I don't. Heck, sometimes you forget to even respond, and even if we go out with our girlfriends, to a club or whatever the case may be, you're just kind of sitting around and you're just kind of like, I'm a little bored, and you come to the understanding, you realize, what, I can get my money back, but I can't get my time back. And I would rather use my time to do something more productive, or use my time to do something that's going to get me closer to living my dreams. That's sign number 6, that we know we're healing and transforming. sign number 7 that we're healing and transforming is we understand now the difference between being busy and being productive. Busy work is just us filling our schedule up with a whole bunch of stuff, but it really doesn't get us any closer to our purpose. It really isn't even anything that's related to our purpose. We're just fixing our schedule and posting and saying we're doing this, and that, but it's not really anything that's actually related to what it is that we're striving to build. We just are busy doing stuff. Productivity is I'm taking my time to sit at home on a Sunday night rather than going out drinking or partying. I'm sitting at home and I'm planning out my content for my Instagram, or I'm planning out my week for my work week or my workout week or whatever the case may be. And you're prioritizing versus just going whatever way the wind blows. So keep healing, keep transforming, keep going, and be encouraged. Thank you for tuning in to another encouraging conversation. If this video helped you, inspired you, empowered you, encouraged you, be sure to hit that like and that subscribe button. Share it with someone else that you know will be inspired or enlightened by this video. Be sure to stay tuned tomorrow as I will be discussing sin versus spiritual discipline. You don't want to miss that. So be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at KayYY. That's KAYY, 2 Y's. And I look forward to having a conversation with you tomorrow.